Clara noticed the change before anyone else did, not because it was obvious, but because Clara Whitmore had built an entire empire by noticing what others ignored. Started with small things, very small things. A meeting Daniel suddenly forgot to mention, a late-night phone call he stepped outside to take, transaction that didn't pass through her approval. Individually, they meant nothing. Together, they formed a pattern, and Clara believed in patterns. Daniel had always been ambitious. That was part of what attracted her to him. He was sharp, disciplined, calculated, just like her. But ambition had a shadow, and sometimes, ambition quietly turned into greed. The first real sign appeared on a Tuesday night. Clara had returned home earlier than usual. Their penthouse was quiet, too quiet. Daniel was in his office, door closed, lights dim. And when Clara walked in, he quickly closed his laptop, too quickly. He smiled, that same charming smile that had once disarmed her. Just work, he said. But Clara's eyes had already seen enough. Name, just a glimpse, but she remembered it. Emily Carter. Clara didn't ask questions. That wasn't her style. Instead, she did what Clara Whitmore always did. She investigated. The next morning, she arrived at the office earlier than usual. Her assistants were surprised, her staff nervous, because when Clara arrived early, something important was happening. She walked into the executive floor. Glass walls, quiet hallways, soft morning light reflecting against polished marble. And there she was, Emily Carter, Daniel's new assistant. Young, beautiful, too beautiful for someone with that position. Late 20s, long dark hair, perfect smile, the kind that looked innocent, but rarely was. Clara studied her silently. Emily was confident, comfortable, almost too comfortable. Clara noticed how she moved, how she spoke, how she looked at Daniel. When he walked past, there was admiration, but not the professional kind. Clara said nothing. She simply watched, because the most dangerous people in the world were the quiet ones. That afternoon, Clara reviewed company records, emails, expense reports, travel schedules. And slowly, the puzzle began to assemble itself. Daniel had been traveling more frequently, trips Clara never approved, expenses routed through secondary accounts, private dinners, luxury hotels, and Emily Carter appeared in every one of them. Clara leaned back in her chair. Unbothered. Most women would panic. Most wives would confront their husbands. Demand answers. Clara Whitmore did none of those things. Instead, she smiled, a very small smile, the kind that meant someone had just made a very expensive mistake. Because Daniel believed he was the smartest person in the room. But he had forgotten something very important. Clara didn't inherit her empire. She built it, which meant she understood deception better than anyone. Over the next few weeks, Clara watched carefully. Daniel grew more distant, more distracted, more secretive. But Emily grew bolder. Longer conversations, private meetings, late nights at the office. And Daniel believed no one noticed, but Clara noticed everything. One evening, Clara attended a charity gala. Camera flashes, expensive gowns, champagne glasses, politicians, billionaires, all the usual faces. Daniel stood beside her. Perfect husband, perfect smile, perfect performance. But across the room, Clara saw Emily, watching, waiting. And in that moment, everything became clear. Daniel hadn't married Clara for love. He married her for power, for access, for the empire. And now, he believed he had built his own influence inside it. He believed Emily was his advantage, his secret, his future. Clara lifted her champagne glass, took a slow sip, and looked directly at Emily. Emily smiled politely, confident, unafraid. She had no idea what kind of game she had entered, and Clara was already 3 moves ahead. Because if Daniel wanted power, Clara would give him something better. Lesson, the kind people never recover from.